am, I don't know if everybody knows what Find a Grave is, but it's a website that it's a database. They're trying to document all the graves in the United States and around the world. So you can go to this website, type in a name, and hopefully come up with where they're buried. So it's all a volunteer-based website, so all those memorials that are on there, and a private end of somebody put them on there and put all the information on. So I do stuff like that for Find a Grave. And how this happened, so basically I did find a grave from one of these Orphan Train children. And 10 days ago, let's see, hit the enter key.
No, Lester probably hit. You want to hit enter? Hit enter right. Can't even see it right there. Okay, whenever she needs to.
Okay, so 10 days ago, I decided so each memorial has a memorial manager. So a memorial manager either is the person that actually put the memorial on Find a Grave, or if you've taken it over from somebody else. But anyway, so I manage Conrad Gideon's Find a Grave thing. And I'm trying to find who his parents were to put them on to connect them with him on Find a Grave. So I was working on this, and at the bottom it says it has who his parents are, but in that picture you can't really read it. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to go to Mount Olive Cemetery and go look at that stone so I can see who his parents are, so I can do my research. So okay, so I did that, so I traveled to the cemetery, and I looked and I looked and I looked and I looked, and I couldn't find the cemetery, this tombstone. And it's a small cemetery, and it's like, why isn't this tombstone on here? So I got on my phone. There is a Find a Grave app. So I got on my phone, looked it up. Well, he's in Mount Olive Cemetery. You want to hit it again? I was at the Olive Hill Cemetery. So I was at the wrong cemetery. And I'm like, okay, so I'm here. Usually when I'm in a cemetery, I just wander around and I get my app out and I just try to make sure everybody's on Find a Grave. So I just randomly stopped at this tombstone and I put it in Find a Grave, and it wasn't there. So I take pictures of the tombstone. You can hit it again. And I found this John Fitzgerald. He died in March 25th of 1887. And as you get down to this part of it, it was kind of getting late afternoon. I couldn't really read it, but it said, you know, you can kind of like, children's in New York, and I'm like, that's weird. So I went home, got on newspapers.com, typed in John Fitzgerald's name, and I found out more stuff about John Fitzgerald and actually what so you can go ahead and do the next one. So what the bottom of that actually says is, well, the tombstone says John Fitzgerald died March 25th, 1887, at age 14 years. He came here from the Children's Aid Society of New York, September of 1886. So this kid, he didn't even, he lasted 6 months. So, so then I wanted to find out more about John Fitzgerald and who he was and who indentured him, I guess is what you say. So go ahead. So, I'm going to kind of read this to you because it does give more information on how children were claimed, I guess you could say. It says, a company of boys from Children's Aid Society of New York City will arrive in Holton Friday, September 17, 1886 at 2 p.m. for the purpose of finding homes and employment with farmers and others. There will be a meeting held for the distribution of the boys on the day of their arrival at 3 o'clock p.m. at the WCTU reading room. Those intending to take one or more boys are requested to hand their names as soon as possible to the following named gentlemen who have consented to act as the committee. So it was Dr. Ray Havens, Reverend Burkett, J.F. Purvis, and Dr. Adamson. And their terms, the boys will be placed with applicants who have recommendation from the committee. They are expected to remain until they are of age, but should a removal be necessary, it can be arranged by writing to the agent. Applicants are expected to treat the children as their own in the matter of schooling and training. Neither are bound by writing, and the society reserves the right to remove the child at any time for what may be considered a just cause. The society pays all the expense attending the transportation of the children from New York and desire to place them in homes where they will be at least under strictly moral influences. So that's kind of their guidelines as far as this. So, okay, so you go ahead on the next one. So this is of the day. This was from the, what do I have on here? This was in the Holton Signal, September 22nd, 1886. And if you look down here, there's John Fitzgerald, 12 years old. He was placed with a Mr. Shackley. Okay, so you can go to the next one. Whoops. How do you back up?
Oh, let's see, that might be tricky.
Actually,
Can you be okay?
Sorry about that.
Yeah, aren't you? Oh, yeah.
Just go over here.
Oh, there. That's what I was going to do.
Okay. Okay, so this is still another advertisement for these boys that came. And then I just thought it was interesting, at the end it says, there'll be another lot here in October, which will include several girls. Okay, so you can go to the next one. And this is, no, I think you're going wrong. Yeah, no, we got it going the wrong direction. There we go. And this is just another advertisement to let people know that, hey, there's orphan children coming, you know, apply for them if you want one. Okay, go ahead.
Hit the enter button again.
Yeah. We should do that. All right, so John was I don't know how you know, claimed by William H. Shackley. His wife was Hattie. And then at the time of when he was claimed, they had Mabel, who was 5, Ethel, who was 3, and then Grace, who was a month old. So William had, before this, he had been a teacher. He was actually, it seemed from what I can tell from the newspaper articles and stuff I found, he was actually pretty well thought of. He was a teacher, and at the time he claimed John, he was a farmer. So, you know, he's 35 years old, and he has 3 little girls. So I'm assuming he was looking for a little bit of help on the farm. So, go ahead and go to the next one. So earlier to this, he was actually, William Shackley was a school teacher. He was in the school district number 26 on Soldier Creek. And it says here that he was one of the best teachers they had ever had in the district. So he was a very well thought of person as far as I could tell. Okay, you go ahead. This is just another ad for several years later, but I thought it was interesting that a number who applied were disappointed that there were no girls brought. So they were primarily just boys coming to Holton, I guess. Okay, go ahead. And this is just the thing about the Children's Aid Society made 35 trips west with children to give away during the past 5 years, and many of them have been to Kansas. And this was in 1893 is when this was in the newspaper. Okay, go ahead. All right, so something happened to John. I couldn't find a death announcement for him anywhere. You know, I couldn't find anything. I did find this. This is in the county, the bills, basically the monthly bills that the county paid out. And they paid Dr. J. Scott in fees for an inquiry into the cause of death of John Fitzgerald. And they paid him $9.40, which in our days, that's about $320. I couldn't find anything anywhere to say why he died. To me, if they did an inquiry, it wasn't like he got thrown off a horse or, you know, had one of the typical diseases. So I don't know why he died. But I'm guessing that the Children's Aid Society made him, did the inquiry, I would guess, to find out why he died. Okay, go ahead. And then the other thing, so William F. Shackley in early 1900s, he moved to Oklahoma, his family to Oklahoma. He died in 1932 when he was 83 years old. So I just thought it was interesting because I went to the wrong cemetery, and the first stone I looked up to see if they were on Find a Grave was this kid's stone, and it was the day that the Orphan Train exhibit was delivered here to the museum. So I just say it was just kind of a really bizarre little coincidence. So anyway, that's just a little short blurb on.
What part of the cemetery was that in?
Okay, go hit the button.
Is that Watonga, Oklahoma?
Huh?
Is that from Watonga, Oklahoma?
Maybe. Wacomas. He died in Wacomas.
Oh, that's it. Watonga.
Anyway, I don't. He moved to Oklahoma. So if you want to pay your respects to John at some point in time,
I got
you'd
lots
go,
of family
you go to the
members.
Olive Hill Cemetery,
Yeah.
not the Mount Olive Cemetery. Okay, one more.
Where's that located, Deanna?
Okay, it's in between here and Holton.
Okay.
So if you're going and it's on the south side of the road up on this big hill, you go by all the time.
Just about
Yeah.
a mile east of the Soldier Creek there on the
Yeah.
south
Yeah,
side.
hit that piece of Soldier Creek.
Yeah, so and so the main drag, so where that arrow is approximately where his grave is. It's kind of halfway up on the hump. That's where I parked, and it's like I looked at the stone and there it was. So anyway,
So did you ever find anything out about Gideon?
no, I haven't even got back to
Well,
Gideon yet.
I was gonna say, I don't know if she would know anything or not, but Rosemary Clements is related
All
to the
Gideons.
Gideons somehow.
Yeah, I just need to get the initial. I'm pretty
She's
sure I haven't tracked down. but
106 or 7 years old, so
yeah,
she's still pretty sharp.
yeah, Clark.
Yeah, Mount Olive Cemetery is used to St. Clair.
I know where it is. It's just, I had Olive in my head, and so I went to the Olive Cemetery. And then it's like, I got there, when I figured out I was in the wrong cemetery, it's like, oh yeah, it's the wrong cemetery.
Did you GPS the history?
Maybe, I can. I mean, I don't think I did, because I took the picture, because I didn't, there was not a memorial on Find a Grave form yet. There is now, because I made a one. But, so the picture won't be GPSed, because I didn't take it and attach it to the memorial, so. But it's really easy, it's right on the road, I mean, it's right there, so.
Yeah.
That's what we were doing this morning.
Oh, yeah, so. Is there any other questions?
There was a slide that you skipped over real quick, and a couple of family names popped out. I just wondered if there was a slide that you skipped over.
It was
It
early
was
on.
about halfway through, and I was like, oh. And then
Okay, well,
it
we
just-
can back
I don't
up.
know if it
I think
had-
I'm gonna stop this, Deanna.
Yeah.
Okay.